Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I am always on the hunt for great cards. Today it is pack battle time. Average Joe and I are facing off yet again today, and in honor of it being the first week of the new NFL football season, we are opening some brand new football. This is a Score Blaster box, as you can see right on the front there. 132 cards in this box. That is how you do a blaster box. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's how it should be. None of this 12 card nonsense in the box. 132 cards. That is what we're doing today. And Joe and I will both be opening one of these. Your job as a viewer is to go over to Joe's channel, check out my channel, watch the videos, and let us know in the comments who you think did the best, who got the very best pulls. Joe resoundingly won last week with an auto pull, had a nice autograph pull and some other nice pulls as well. See if he can do that again this week. He's always pulling like autographs or numbered cards. I'm sure he'll pull something like that again this week. You got to go over and check out Average Joe's channel because he has the hot hand. He is always pulling great stuff like that, and he just, it's ceaseless. He's always bringing stuff on and always pulling the really good stuff. Hopefully I will find something good in here. It's 22 cards per pack, 6 packs per box, and this is the first, I believe it's the first 2023 NFL product, so it seemed appropriate to do it right before the start of the 2023 NFL season. We look for 6 parallels, including a Blaster exclusive numbered parallel. Ultra rare inserts include the All Hands Team, Top 100, Hard Score, and others. And I opened one box of this before on the channel when it very first came out a few weeks ago, and I really like the cards. I think the design on the scorecards this year is really, really nice, and some of the inserts are quite nice too. I did not pull one of those ultra rare inserts that they're talking about on the box here, so hopefully we'll get one of those today. I mean, it seems like we're due. This is our second blaster, this product, and pretty pumped about it. As you will see, this blaster is full to the brim. I mean, look at that. That is what we're talking about here. Let's get those packs out of there. Stack them up. I mean, that is a nice stack of packs right there, and no complaints about that. If my son were here, he is at school right now, but if he were here, I'm sure he would have some sort of way of going through these and determining which pack is the best pack. I'm just going to put the top pack on the bottom, and that's the only shuffling that I am going to do, and then we'll get into this. Again, check out Average Joe's channel, see how he does with his blaster box of Score Football. Compare the two of us. Let us know who you think got the best blaster this week. Jamal Agnew starts off for us from the Jags. DeAndre Swift, who is no longer with the Lions. He's with the Eagles, I believe. Cordarrelle Patterson, great all-purpose guy for the Falcons. Running back is what he's listed as, but he's also a really good wide receiver. He does just about everything on offense. Really talented guy. The Falcons, mark my words, Falcons are going to be very good this year. I'm not a huge Falcons fan, but they are stacked, and their offensive line is good enough that I think their rookie quarterback is going to have some opportunities. Well, I guess he's not technically a rookie this year because he did play a few games at the end of last year and did all right. Jair Alexander, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Chase Claypool there with the Bears. Talanoa Hufanga from the 49ers, also a very good safety. Matt Stafford there. And we'll flip it and get Brock Purdy. Pretty nice to see that. Again, these are 2023 cards, so Brock Purdy is not a rookie card, but still a nice card to pull. Still not sure if he's going to start the first game of the season, but I'm sure he will be in sometime soon. Bailey Zappi, we'll see if he gets any playing time this year. Nyheim Hines for the Bills. And Eli Manning, who hasn't played football in quite a long time. He and his brother do commentary on the Monday night games on a separate ESPN channel, from what I understand. Andrew Wiley there. Flip it again. We get to some rookie action with Tucker Kraft, drafted by the Packers, a tight end for them. Osiris Torrance and Xavier Hutchinson, Texans wide receiver this year. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, a quarterback the Browns drafted in case their Predator quarterback doesn't work out for them. Brian Breesy, drafted by the Saints. Mohamed Ibrahim. And we get to some insert or subset action. Justin Simmons is in on the Broncos celebration there. Huddle up with the Steelers and potential for Jackson Smith Nihiba from Ohio State. I don't remember who drafted him, and it doesn't tell us, but that's a pretty good one to hang on to there. And there's Tyreek Hill doing the flip for the Dolphins. My son will be delighted by that card. He likes Tyreek Hill quite a lot, and who can blame him? Hill is a very exciting player to watch. Dolphins should be an interesting team this season. I don't think they're going to be as good as last season. It's interesting to see how Tua does as well. If they can keep him healthy, then I think the Dolphins will do all right. Chris Olave there, very talented wide receiver for the Saints. Michael Pittman Jr. and Tyrann Mathieu, also with the Saints. 2 Saints cards out of that pack. We got A.J. Dillon, very good running back for the Packers, and I think with Love at quarterback, the Packers probably going to be relying on their run game a lot this season. Mac Hollins from the Raiders and Sky Moore there. We got Justin Tucker, the statistically anyway, the greatest kicker, the most accurate kicker of all time in football, and probably the best player on the Ravens, in my opinion. LaDainian Tomlinson there, who has not played football for decades. Breece Hall, not his rookie either, but a very talented running back for the Jets. Flipped us over, and there's Josh Allen. My son's going to be delighted to find that card waiting him in the stack. Wyatt Teller and DeMarco Helms from the Falcons. Very talented guy they drafted to put in their secondary. See how he works out. Rookie card of him. Cameron Latou for the 49ers, and there's a big one. Bryce Young. He will start, supposedly, for the Panthers. We'll see how long it takes him to become the starter. I don't know if they'll start him first game or not. We'll find out on Sunday. Aiden O'Connell, Raiders quarterback. We'll see if they work him into the rotation this season. Ronnie Hickman and Israel Abanaconda, running back there for the Jets, who should be loaded this year. Got a nice foily numbered parallel here of Minkah Fitzpatrick, very talented safety for the Steelers. And as you can see there, it is numbered out of 199. That's 39 out of 199 there. Pretty cool card. Put that in its own stack. We got a sack attack for Nick Bosa. And man, he Defensive Player of the Year. He should be getting a lot more sacks this season. We'll see how that goes. Darrelle Revis, first, what does that say? First ball? I guess that's what it's called. Hall of Fame, Darrelle Revis. Got another celebration card here of Dalvin Cook. And we got Huddle Up for the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, the featured player in their offense. No question about that. He made a huge difference to that team when he came over mid-season last year. Really propelled that offense to new heights. And, of course, Brock Purdy helped out some things, too. He certainly showed his skills. Chuba Hubbard there for the Panthers. They list him as a running back, but he's really their kick returner, and he's awfully talented at it. Warren Moon, who we pulled yesterday with an actual moon on the card. That was pretty fun. Cade Otton there from the Bucks. Travon Walker and Dalvin Cook. I don't think Cook is with the Vikings anymore. Noah Fant and Jarrett Stidham, another backup quarterback for the Raiders. Very interesting to see. That's our second Raiders quarterback, and it's not the guy who's going to be starting for him. Cole Kmet, talented tight end for the Bears, and we flip it over for Trevon Diggs, probably the best player in the secondary that the Cowboys have. We got Khalil Mack there with the Chargers. Strange to see him in the Chargers uniform. Dallas Goedert and Minkah Fitzpatrick. We pulled his numbered card in the previous pack. Get to our rookies. It's Kelly Ringo there with the Eagles. Cornerback they have high hopes for. Luke Musgrave and Peter Sikoronski for the Titans there. A offensive lineman, Cedric Tillman, and Stetson Bennett, which sounds like the name of a hard-boiled PI. Stetson Bennett, PI. He's on the case. He's actually on the field for the Rams. Sam Darnold, there is a gold parallel, and they have him as the 49ers. He is probably who will start the season for them on Sunday, because I don't think Purdy is quite ready. You can see in tiny fine print there, it says signed by 49ers in March. And so nice, I guess that's a yellow or a gold parallel. I'm not sure. I'll put that in its own little stack over there. We got Hendon Hooker there for Tennessee Volunteers. I'm trying to remember who drafted him. Talented guy. I hope that he does get some playing time. I think he went to the Eagles, if I'm remembering right. So unless Hurts gets hurt, we probably won't see Hooker. We got a sack attack here. It is Quinnen Williams for the Jets, one of their many talented defensive players there. Devon Achane there, potential card, and Andrew Wiley spiking the ball for the Chiefs. We are about halfway through this massive blaster box of Score Football 2023 as we see the start of the 2023 football season. Just tomorrow night, Detroit goes to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Should be a very good game. A lot of people think Detroit, and this is Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is a very talented wide receiver for Detroit. A lot of people think the Lions have the inside track on winning their division this year. I kind of agree with that. I think the Vikings are the only team in that division who's going to give them any trouble. I don't think the Bears really did quite enough to improve their team, and I think this will be the season that the Packers head coach is revealed to be a not very good head coach, is my guess. Tyler Algier, really good running back for the Falcons. If you have not seen this guy, I know the Falcons didn't get a lot of national games last year. If you haven't seen this guy, check him out on YouTube. This guy's really good, and the Falcons just drafted another really good running back. The early draft choices, they are going to be stacked in the backfield. I'm telling you, the Falcons are a team to watch. Robert Tonyan from the Packers. Alvin Kamara, really good running back for the Saints. There's Trey Lance, who is no longer with the 49ers. He was traded, I think, earlier this week or maybe late last week. Mark Andrews, the very talented tight end for the Ravens. We'll see if he remains Lamar Jackson's favorite target, or perhaps OBJ will become Jackson's favorite target. We'll see about that. There's McCaffrey. We're just talking about him. Chandler Jones, very good linebacker for the Raiders. Mac Jones, 2 Jones in a row. Mac Jones, of course, starting quarterback for the Patriots. James Cook, who is likely to get a lot more carries this season. The Bills let go of Singletary, who was their starting running back, and James Cook is likely to handle the ball a lot more. Kayvon Thibodeau for the Giants, really good pass rusher, really good all-around defensive man. He's a guy to watch. I think the Giants are going to be better than people expect this year. Trent Williams, 49ers, of course. And then we get to our rookies. Miles Murphy there, drafted by the Bengals for their defensive line. Deuce Vaughn, very interesting choice of running back for them. The Cowboys let go of Ezekiel Elliott, and they needed to bring in somebody. So they brought Deuce Vaughn in from the draft. Be very curious to see how he does. We got Zay Flowers for the Ravens. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing this guy, and that is definitely a Wolf Lair card for me. I'm excited to see him. He is a really talented guy. Jay Hayner for the Saints, and Andre Iosivas, wide receiver for the Bengals. Another talented guy they picked up in the draft. That team has got a lot of talent at the wide receiver position. Marquez Valdez-Scantling for the Chiefs, the former Packer over there, will be catching balls from Patrick Mahomes. If he's not injured, I can't remember, there was a wide receiver that recently got injured, I think, for the Chiefs, and I can't remember if it's him or somebody else. That is another gold parallel. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, 2023 rookie for that player. Pretty cool to see that. And potential Deuce Vaughn. That's 2 Deuce Vaughns in this pack. Pretty neat to see. And we got sack attack of Khalil Mack in that Chargers uniform right there. We got first ballot. That's what these are called. First ballot Peyton Manning. That's a nice one to see in his Broncos days. Peyton Manning there. Go to our second to last pack, our penultimate pack in this ginormous blaster box brought to us by Score 2023 Football. Alec Pierce, the talented wide receiver for the Colts, who nobody is expecting anything from this year, and I have to agree with them there. We got Chigoziem Okonkwo from the Titans. Going to have to practice his name, so I'm not sure that I got it right there. Tight end for them. Aaron Jones, the other running back. It's Dillon and Jones are the running back tandem for the Packers. Both of them very talented. Either one of them could be a starting or RB1 for many, many teams, and I think they're going to be relying on them a lot in Green Bay. Shaq Thompson, talented linebacker for the Panthers. Kadarius Toney, see if they work him more into the rotation. Devin Duvernay, great player for the Ravens, primarily being used on kick returns, but I think he's a really good wide receiver. Be curious to see if they can work him more. Very crowded wide receiver room right now over on that team. Derwin James Jr. from the Chargers. Kirk Cousins there. And Tyreek Hill, another one that my son will be adding to his collection, I'm sure. Kareem Hunt and Matt Milano, very talented guy, a linebacker for the Bills, and a guy who just makes a ton of tackles. I mean, just makes a ton of tackles. Really, another guy who makes a ton of tackles. Micah Parsons, one of the best defensive men in the league there. And then we get to our rookies, Tyjae Spears for the Titans. Interesting to see that running back. Joey Porter Jr. should be a starter day one for the Steelers. I think they drafted him thinking he's going to just go right into the lineup, cornerback for them, see how he is in the secondary. Darnell Washington, another Steelers rookie. Noah Sewell, linebacker for the Bears, and Marvin Mims for the Broncos. I think that Jerry Jeudy was injured in preseason, so Mims is likely to be a probably WR2. I would guess he'll be their second wide receiver on that team at this point. Nyheim Hines, we saw him earlier, and this is the gold parallel for him. Celebration card there with Josh Allen. My son will snap that one up, I am sure. And another Buffalo card. He'll be excited about that huddle up card. We got potential of Zay Flowers. That is awesome. Ravens wide receiver. Excited to get that one. And there is Jalen Hurts looking pretty pumped. Pretty pumped there. I guess he... I don't know if he just won or he's trying to psych himself up to go out on the field. You never know. But Jalen Hurts, very curious to see how the Eagles do this year. They lost their offensive and defensive coordinators in the offseason, and they lost several players on defense as well. So I'll be very curious to see if the Eagles can retain their Super Bowl form. Derrick Henry, who people are expecting him to come back with a vengeance this season for the Titans. Of course, a lot of their offense will be built around him. Got Luke Kuechly, who has not played in the NFL for a little while as well. Jonathan Taylor. A lot of friction between Jonathan Taylor and the Colts in the offseason. Not really sure what's going to happen to that player. Russell Gage there from the Bucs. Kyler Murray and TJ Hawkinson. Quandre Diggs for the Seahawks. Josh Jacobs, very talented running back for the Raiders. I think he led the league last year in yards, if I'm not mistaken. We got Zach Martin there for the Cowboys, perennial offensive lineman for them. Isaiah Hodgkins for the Giants, wide receiver. Alex Highsmith there for the Steelers. Hassan Reddick, very talented linebacker. And Travis Dye starts our rookies there. Nice running back for the Jets. I suspect they'll want to work him in pretty soon. Jordan Battle, good safety. Ronnie Bell there. 49ers drafted him for wide receiver. C.J. Stroud, that's another nice one there. He'll be starting quarterback for the Texans. Put that one over there. A.T. Perry, wide receiver for the Saints. And one more. We got Cam Smith for the Dolphins. Then we got potential Brian Breezy. And Jamar Chase gets the celebratory card there in the snow, no less. And our 2023 rookie is Anthony Richardson. And then we got Clark Phillips, rookie gold parallel. So that's pretty cool. Clark Phillips, Falcons cornerback. See how he does for that team. I think that team is going to be much improved this year. Mark my words. My son has yet to make a Super Bowl prediction. Last season in August, he predicted the Eagles would go to the Super Bowl, and he was probably the only person in the country predicting that who wasn't an Eagles fan. And he was right. And he has not given me his prediction this year. I keep waiting for it to just pop out, but it has not happened yet. So how do you think I did? I don't know. I feel like Minkah Fitzpatrick numbered card might be the best. Pull a couple of these gold parallels, including the Clark Phillips rookie is pretty nice. Got a Stroud. Can't complain about that. And I thought I got another pretty good rookie. Well, I got the two Zay Flowers because I like the Ravens. If you watch the channel, you know I enjoy the Ravens quite a bit. And I thought I got another pretty good rookie quarterback, but I guess I didn't pull it out. In any event, see what you think of this. Go watch Joe's video. See what you think of what he pulled, and let us know in the comments who you think was victorious in this monster, gigantic 132 card blaster box Score Football 2023. I will be back tomorrow on Anything Can Happen Day here on the channel, and I'm going to tell you ahead of time, which I never ever do, but I'm going to tell you ahead of time what's going to happen tomorrow. We're doing a massive football variety rip. Not vintage football, but modern football or close to modern football. All cards, all packs from the 2000s. I'm going to be opening a bunch of them tomorrow. A whole big variety. Stuff that I've never before opened on the channel in some cases. You won't want to miss it tomorrow. Of course, the first official day of football season. Detroit going to Kansas City to play them. And I am pumped about it. Hope you guys are too. Going to celebrate tomorrow with a very fun variety rip of all kinds of football stuff. So I'll see you back here for that. Of course, Friday's Dorking with Dice. You won't want to miss that because you're going to get some vintage football packs. It's a lot of football this week as we are celebrating the start of the NFL season. Hope you guys are having a good week as well and that you are pumped about football. I'll see you back here tomorrow, and as always, happy collecting.